Buenos días. Gracias por acompañarnos. Les queríamos recordar que ya un año hace que iniciamos con estos programas virtuales de Sahaja Yoga. Esta linda experiencia que hemos tenido de poderlo compartir con todos ustedes. Y de verdad que es un gran gozo también saber que nos acompañan en las meditaciones. Y la idea es que crezcamos juntos en esta bella experiencia espiritual, esta experiencia de vida. Pues hoy vamos a hablar, a aprender un poco más de quién es Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. Pero vamos a iniciar con lo importante, con lo más importante, que es la meditación. Nos disponemos a lograr este estado de silencio, a encontrarnos con nuestro propio ser, a traer la atención a nuestro interior, que no se pierda la atención con nada externo. Recordemos que los ejercicios de respiración son muy buenos. Para ello vamos a tomar aire, lo mantenemos y lo botamos. Prestemos la atención a nuestra respiración, que es una forma también de ayudarnos para lograr el estado de nirvichara, conciencia sin pensamientos. Y conscientes de lo que hacemos, invitamos a nuestra madre Kundalini al permanecer en el Sahasrara. Y nos protegemos con los bandas. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Navi vacío, Anahato corazón, Vichuddhi, Agnya, Sahasrara. Llevamos las dos manos hacia la Madre Tierra. Madre Tierra, te pedimos por favor que nos limpies de cualquier obstrucción, de cualquier negatividad que nos ataque, bien sea a nivel emocional o a nivel físico. Por favor, Madre, límpianos de ello. Llevamos la atención al Muladhara Chakra. Dejamos la mano derecha hacia la Madre Tierra, la mano izquierda sobre la pierna con la palma hacia arriba, recibiendo vibraciones de la fotografía de Sri Mataji. Aquí adoramos a Sri Ganesha, el principio, el alfa. Sri Ganesha, gracias por hacer de nosotros personas cada día más inocentes, más humildes, más sabias, por favor, permanece en cada uno de nosotros. Sri Ganesha, en ti están los tres poderes de Sri Mahakali, de Sri Mahasarasvati, de Sri Mahalakshmi. Te damos gracias porque has permitido el despertar de nuestra madre Kundalini. Decimos el mantra de Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Llevamos la atención al canal central. Madre Kundalini, tú eres el reflejo de la Adi Shakti, del Espíritu Santo en cada uno de nosotros. Te damos gracias por haber despertado. Porque así hemos logrado la realización del ser. Te pedimos, por favor, permanezcas en nuestro Sahasrara. Por favor, lleva nuestra atención al Sahasrara. Decimos el mantra de Sri Kundalini Mata y nos ayudamos con la mano por todo el canal central. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Llevamos la mano sobre el Sahasrara. Madre, por favor, permanece en nuestro Sahasrara. Gracias por permitirnos esta unión con el poder divino, con nuestro Padre. Decimos el mantra de Sri Adi Shakti Mataji. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Nos quedamos disfrutando de este estado de silencio, de unión, de meditación. Vamos a mantener este estado durante todo el programa. Recordemos que el Señor Jesucristo nos decía, o nos dijo, el Espíritu Santo vendrá y se posará sobre sus cabezas como lenguas de fuego. Esto realmente es lo que hemos logrado con la realización del ser. Hoy vamos a hacer un pequeño homenaje a Suri Mataji, mi hermana Devi, que como les decía, aprovechando que estamos cumpliendo este primer año en este programa virtual, es agradecerle a ella, porque gracias a ella es que hemos logrado, es que estamos aquí, es que hemos logrado este cambio en nosotros, este gran gozo, este sentido de la vida. Sri Mataji nació el 1 de marzo a las 12 del mediodía del año 1923 en Chhindwara, en la India. Voy a leer textualmente, dice, sus padres, junto con Mahatma Gandhi, jugaron un papel clave en el movimiento de liberación de la India bajo el dominio británico. Aquí vemos a su padre, a su madre, está Sri Mataji y sus demás hermanos. Pero vamos a invitar a Sri Mataji que ella misma nos cuente. Escuchémosla.
She reached the age of 4, the family migrated to Nagpur, a much bigger town where she joined a missionary school. It was at Nagpur that P.K. Salve and his wife Cornelia decided to join the Indian movement for independence with full gusto. The decision brought about a sea change in the lifestyle of the whole family. From a position of wealth and affluence, the Salves voluntarily chose a life of austerity. The worldly comforts that came with the friendship of the British had to be forfeited. From now on, it was simple living and high thinking for the Salves.
You'll be amazed, my father burnt all his suits. They were stitched in England. My mother burnt all her saris. They used to spin their own clothes and wear them. I had only one coat throughout my education. But we never grudged and never grumbled and never said that our father should have looked after us and done something. Why did he just sacrifice everything for the country? Never, never, never. That quality was created, I should say, by Mahatma Gandhi. He made everybody so transformed into a new personality. I must say Gandhiji had a special charm. I don't know how he managed. He was like touch of Midas, touched anybody, he became transformed.
Mahatma Gandhi was extremely fond of children and had a special affection for the intelligent and quick-witted Nirmala. Over the years, the interaction she had with the Mahatma shaped her ideas and philosophy to quite an extent. In Sahaja Yoga, you will find quite a bit of Gandhian thinking.
Throughout, if you study the way all these people were brought up, there's one thing very common is sacrifice. I've seen it with my own eyes. Such people in this country, whom you may call legendary, but I've seen it. Thousands of people were killed and butchered. Children died. Nobody shed tears. Nobody shed tears.
As years progressed, P.K. Salve got into the thick of political activity and became quite close to Mahatma Gandhi. He even went to jail for 6 months because of his political affiliations.
My father was a congressman and went to jail. I joined a school here later on when I was 5 years of age. It's called as St. Ursula School. I was in that school, but they were missionaries. So when my father was arrested, they threw us out of the school. So I joined another national school called as Bide Girls College. And it is one of the best schools in the whole of Madhya Pradesh. In our family, people were playing all kinds of things like badminton, cricket. And from very childhood, I was interested in all these games. And badminton especially, I was a champion.
Once, she challenged Poland Bhaiya, and she said that come, we'll have a wrestling match. And they wrestled and Nirutai won.
Young Nirmala was also seized with the nationalistic zeal. She was always extremely energetic and was a natural leader among her peers. In 1942, during the Quit India movement, she participated in many daring episodes of picketing and was also part of an underground group that carried out many secret missions.
Because we were all college students and we all wanted to stop the colleges. Then somehow or other we got into another kind of mysterious acting. We used to distribute bulletins, we used to call them bullets, and spread disorder among students. That time students were very alert that we should have our independence, we should be a free country, and people were not so dishonest that they are now. After that I joined science college because I wanted to do medicine. But science college, we had a strike and I became the leader of the students. So they asked me to get out of the college. So I had to leave the college. Then I went to Lucknow to study in Isabella Thuban College. That's also another missionary. But from there I did my inter-science. And then I did my medicine from Lahore.
In the year 1947, P.K. Salve was a member of the Central Legislative Assembly at Delhi, while Nirmala was studying in her 4th year of medicine at Lahore. It was at this juncture that a tall young man was introduced into the Salve household. His name was Chandrika Prasad Srivastav. Chandrika Prasad Srivastav was a college friend of Nirmala's older brother, Narendra Kumar Salve. He was temporarily working for the Ministry of Commerce in Delhi and needed a place to stay for a few days. Narendra Kumar invited him to stay as a house guest at the Firoz Shah Road house, and C.P. Srivastav accepted the invitation. Little did he know that this was a move that would change his life in such a significant manner. He soon became very popular in the large Salve family, both among the elders and the young. It was natural, therefore, for Narendra Kumar to think of him as a suitable match for his sister Nirmala.
In our country in those days, there was no choice, nothing. Whatever parents said, you had to listen. So according to the choice of my parents, they selected him. He was a friend of my brother. And my brother said he's a very nice person, this, that. So they married me to him. That's what it is.
On the 7th of April, 1947, Nirmala Salve and C.P. Srivastav were married in a simple civil ceremony. It was a unique marriage from all angles. There was hardly anything common between the two.
Now, this was a situation of a very remarkable kind. I came, as I told you, from old families, conservative families, pro-establishment families, landholders. And here was a family fighting the British, totally on the other side. So it was a totally different background. My background was totally different. And I was from UP, a particular community. She belonged, they were of another community, as you know. So there was nothing common between us as far as heritage goes.
But despite the regional, cultural and linguistic differences, there was a very strong common point that they both shared. Their love for the country, their love for India. And soon, they both saw their biggest dream come true. The dream of seeing India as a free nation.
On 15th August, we were together, standing with the whole family, Salve family, in front of the Secretariat, watching the Union flag going down and the Indian flag going up, India becoming independent. So we together, which we wanted very much, saw India rising.
In the early years of her marriage, Nirmala Salve lived like a normal housewife with her extraordinary husband. They soon had two lovely daughters, Kalpana and Sadhna, and Nirmala's life was woven around their upbringing and education. Wherever he went as an officer of the prestigious Indian Administrative Service, Mr. C.P. Srivastav distinguished himself with his extreme efficiency, honesty and academic brilliance. Shri Mataji was right beside C.P. Srivastav in all the ups and downs of his high office. She was no silent housewife. In fact, she took active interest in the affairs of the state and was part of many a discussion which eventually shaped the national policy. The Tashkent Agreement was a high point in the diplomatic life of Mr. C.P. Srivastav. However, the untimely death of the Prime Minister, while still at Tashkent, was like a bolt from the blue and was a huge loss to the nation. For Mr. C.P. Srivastav and his family, it was a great personal loss. Soon afterwards, Mr. C.P. Srivastav was made the Chairman and Managing Director of the Shipping Corporation of India, and the whole family shifted to Bombay. Here too, he excelled beyond all expectations and was lauded universally for making SCI the largest public sector company in India in the shortest possible time. In the meanwhile, Shri Mataji was readying herself for a much larger role in the world. Both her daughters were more or less settled in life, and she was now in a position to give more time to her deepest interest, spirituality. Until now, she had been an excellent wife and a loving mother, but it was time to fulfill her true destiny. It was time to become the loving mother to the whole world.
From my childhood, I have been a spiritual person, very major. I read all the Gitas and other saints and all these. In India, in Marathi, we have great saints. I read them also. But I was surprised they were not telling the truth. The truth that we all can get self-realization, that we have got that power within us. And this is what made me take up spirituality.
The deep questions of the universe and the self had been gnawing in her heart for a long time. On the 5th of May 1970, on a lonely beach of Nargol, about 150 kilometers from Mumbai, all of a sudden, she had an incredible moment of self-realization. And in that moment of immense clarity, she saw a vision of the indescribable ultimate. From then on, she knew she had come upon this earth for a very special purpose, to share with humanity the glimpse of the beautiful truth that she had personally experienced, and also to tell them that it was within their powers to ascend to that fragrant, rarefied realm themselves.
I started going to different people supposed to be preaching about spirituality, talking about spirituality. But what I found, they themselves were not spiritual. Very greedy, trying to want everything, running after women. I said, what sort of things these are? If they are like this, what are they going to teach me? So I gave up hopes. Then I started searching myself, within myself. And one day, in a forest I was, with lots of people who were seeking. And I went near the big तालाब को क्या कहते हैं?
To the sea.
Talau. And there I was sitting. And suddenly a light came into me. And I saw it clearly that I am a satisfied soul. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. And that is the time when I saw few things happening.
Thus was born Sahaja Yoga, a wonderful, joyous means of achieving self-realization, a new way of life, a glittering path to happiness, health, and the fulfillment of pure desires. A never-before-tried method of en masse self-realization through which thousands of people could get a connection to their spirit and thereby their inner transformation. Sahaja Yoga was Mataji's gift to mankind. In 1974, Mr. C.P. Srivastava was elected as the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization in London. This appointment was a peaking achievement in an already glorious career, and it proved fortuitous for the movement of Sahaja Yoga, because in London, Sahaja Yoga found an international platform.
It all worked out. My husband should get a job in England, that I should go with him there. There I meet people of that kind. It's a fragrance of spirituality which spreads.
And soon the world began to discover the amazing truth of Sri Mataji's teachings. Starting with a few seekers, she began to help people get self-realization by raising their kundalini. Kundalini is the subtle primordial energy that exists within all human beings and which upon rising has the ability of giving you complete self-knowledge. The manifestation of self-knowledge could be felt as a cool breeze over one's head or on one's palms. With such immediate, palpable and verifiable effects of Sri Mataji's spiritual power, the popularity and success of Sahaja Yoga was a foregone conclusion. Today, Sahaja Yoga is spread across 80 countries. It bars no one from entering its fold and charges no money for its activities. It does not require you to change your beliefs or creeds, but to assimilate and practice the values of Sahaja Yoga while continuing to follow your own religion. She has traveled to almost every part of the world and addressed humongous gatherings there. Mataji has on occasion given self-realization to as many as 100,000 people at one time. Sri Mataji's life has indeed been a long and glorious journey. This long journey has not only spanned the globe, but has also touched the hearts of a myriad people. Thousands of lives have been transformed, and countless hearts have been changed. And the shining love that Sri Mataji enkindles through Sahaja Yoga keeps travelling from one heart to another. But perhaps it is time for us to remember that this great journey began in a small little quaint town called Chhindwara. In this very edifice, where one can so clearly feel the divine power of the Mother. For all those who are seeking to ascend towards self-realization, for all those who want to feel the most amazing presence of Sri Mataji through the powerful vibrations that can be felt in every corner of the house, Chhindwara is the place to come.
I think that house has lots of vibrations. That's what people tell me. And where I was born was a small little room. That's what they tell me, where I was born. And from there, they feel the vibrations coming. Whenever they go, they meditate there. And they were telling me, they have done tremendous work. Tremendous work. I mean, I can't tell you how people can work out.
She reached the age of
Y tal como nos comentaba Sri Mataji, el nacimiento de Sahaja Yoga el 5 de mayo de 1970 en la playa de Nargol. Ahí en la fotografía pueden verla. Sri Mataji presenció un extraordinario histórico evento espiritual cósmico. Era el momento de cumplir su verdadero destino, así como nos lo comentó. Y es este legado que ha dejado Sri Mataji a la humanidad, el despertar de nuestra madre Kundalini, el lograr la realización del ser, la conexión con el poder divino y ese despertar que nos lleva a un estado de conciencia diferente, un estado de conciencia iluminado. A la conciencia colectiva. Todos nos unimos a nivel del Sahasrara en esa conciencia. Y así logramos el yoga, que es la unión de la materia con el espíritu. Este conocimiento fue mantenido en secreto y fue representado en forma simbólica. Esa representación, como vemos, es como una paloma blanca, representan al Espíritu Santo. La visión de Sri Mataji fue que toda la humanidad pudiera recibir la realización. A partir de 1980, Sri Mataji viajó por todo el mundo, dando la realización del ser en más de 100 países. Ya estamos en mucho más de 100 países. Sin distinto de raza ni religión y llevando su conocimiento en forma gratuita. Ya no lo decía el video. Y vamos a ver diferentes reconocimientos que tuvo Sri Mataji durante esos 41 años. Vamos a ver un video que nos va explicando. Reconocida y apreciada por gobiernos, dignatarios y varias organizaciones. Premios y reconocimientos. Voy a bajarle acá para poder explicar. Fue invitada, fue dada la medalla. Sri Mataji fue nominada durante 2 oportunidades al Premio Nobel de Paz. importancia de Sri Mataji ha sido reconocida por los presidentes. Ahí está George Bush y también Barack Obama. Esta es una carta de bienvenida y felicitaciones del primer ministro de Canadá. Aquí vemos a Sri Mataji con la reina Isabel II. Y aquí es un homenaje a Sri Mataji por Klaus Nobel, el nieto de Alfred Nobel, en 1997. Eso fue en el Royal Albert Hall en Londres. Aquí fue galardonada como ciudadana honoraria en Italia. Y Sri Mataji fue la fundadora de esta Fundación Mundial de Sahaja Yoga en Cabela, Liguria. Pero nos queda darles gracias a Sri Mataji por toda esa labor cumplida, porque siempre estuvo pensando en la humanidad. Siempre pensaba en los buscadores de la verdad y su gran deseo era reunirlos a todos y darles la realización del ser. Gracias, Sri Mataji, por todo tu amor, por tu dedicación, por habernos dado este gran regalo de la realización del ser. Ahora solo nos queda que cada uno de nosotros, con este estado de conciencia, entendamos que no es solo recibir la realización del ser, es lograr que se establezcan todas las cualidades de cada uno de los aspectos de Dios en nosotros, para que así podamos manifestar espontáneamente, que hagan parte de nuestro ser esas cualidades, llenas de amor, de compasión, para que así seamos una gota del océano que ayude a cambiar a la humanidad, para que logremos esa paz que tanto necesitamos. Pero para ello tenemos que iniciar nosotros mismos lográndolo, para poder reflejarlo a los demás. Con nuestra mano derecha vamos a invitar a nuestra Madre para que más de esta energía divina se establezca en nuestro Sahasrara. Lo hacemos varias veces. Recordemos que siempre que tenemos pensamientos, invitamos a nuestra Madre, así nos lleva más allá de nuestra mente. Vamos a repetir el mantra de Sri Kundalini Mata. Om Tvameva Sachat Sri Kundalini Mata Sachat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Llevamos la mano sobre el Sahasrara. Gracias, Madre, por habernos traído al reino de Dios, que es el Sahasrara. Por favor, permanece en este reino. Sri Adi Shakti Mataji. Om Tvameva Sachat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Y disfrutamos de este estado de silencio, este estado de meditación. Vamos a quedarnos unos segundos en silencio, disfrutando de este estado de nirvichara. Invitamos a nuestra Madre Kundalini a permanecer en el Sahasrara y nos protegemos con los bandanas. Bueno, les agradecemos su compañía. No sé si de pronto alguien tenga alguna pregunta, alguna inquietud, quiere hacer algún comentario. ¿Qué les pareció el video? Más importante, si logramos este estado de silencio de nuestra mente. Quedamos en conciencia, sin pensamiento total, no hay preguntas. Bueno, de todas formas, volvemos a decirle, ha sido una dicha compartir con todos ustedes durante este año y esperemos que así continúen. Y la invitación es a que sin dejar este programa, sin dejar esta compañía, sin dejar la meditación de lunes a viernes, es invitarlos a que se vayan integrando a los diferentes centros, a los diferentes colectivos de los diferentes países o ciudades también, para que en esa forma se ayuden mucho más, porque sin duda que la convivencia colectiva es muy importante en Sahaja Yoga. Si no fuera por colectividad, no existiría Sahaja Yoga. Esto no es para individual, una forma individual, sino colectiva. Entonces, bueno. Entonces, como que no hay pregunta. A ver, un minuto que leo acá. Miguel, me gustaría saber si la posición para meditar influye. Pues la verdad, no necesariamente tenemos, como aquí en la gráfica, tenemos que estar sentados así, pero tampoco es para estar acostados. Entonces, si es en una posición, es muy bueno tener la columna recta, no muy forzada, pero sí la columna recta, para que así, además, es que la posición nos ayuda muchísimo, ¿no? Porque la Kundalini, o sea, es importante esa posición, pero no necesariamente, como preguntaba Clara, tiene que ser una posición. Sí es importante, le hemos dicho, es como tener ese espacio, como ese sitio para nosotros, para que no se pierda la atención, ¿no? Que eso también es algo muy lindo en Sahaja Yoga, porque nosotros aprendemos que así afuera haya ruido, así afuera haya muchas cosas, no perdemos la atención, siempre está. Pero si logramos, en principio, tener un sitio apropiado, pues mucho mejor. Veo que... Ay, qué bueno, Alexa, que estás yendo al colectivo de Coyoacán. Ay, qué lindo, pues la verdad, nos alegra muchísimo. A ver, qué bien, el video sí, es un video muy lindo. Dice Octavio, sí, le gustó el video y quiere conocer más sobre madre, sí. Sí, Octavio, sí, hemos tenido muy presente también, que has estado con nosotros. Muchas bendiciones para ti también y para todos. Es solo un dato de precisión, el nacimiento fue el 21 de marzo. Decía el primero, ¿no? Decía el 21 de marzo. Ya voy a... El 21 de marzo, creo que dice el 21, ya lo vamos a mirar. No puedo seguir la meditación a las 6 a esa hora. Bueno, no importa, los que no puedan acompañarnos en la meditación de la mañana, de lunes a viernes, igual, pues estamos los martes, estamos los jueves, y si no pueden hacerlo en colectivo, lo importante es que se haga, que lo hagan así sea ustedes solos, pero que mediten, que no dejemos de meditar tanto en la mañana como en la noche, ¿no? Bueno, agradecerles, de verdad, y que sean muchos años más. O sea, de ahí en adelante recordemos que esto no es un curso, esto no es por un tiempo limitado, esto es una vivencia, eso no tiene límite. El conocer, el sentir nuestro ser, nuestro espíritu, no tiene límite. Al contrario, eso cada día más y más y más aprendemos, porque eso es un estado de conciencia al que nos lleva. ¿Alguien tiene la mano levantada? Miguel, ¿tú estás por ahí?
Sí, hola, ¿qué tal? Hola a todos.
Hola. Gracias.
Mire,
Sí, es que vi a alguien con la mano levantada, pero ya no.
te estaba
Bueno.
aplaudiendo, creo.
Ya. Feliz día a todos y nos encontramos el lunes en la meditación. Gracias.
Feliz días. Gracias, muy linda meditación. Apreciación infinita a todos. Yeshivate. Namaste.
Gracias.
Muchísimas gracias, Isabel. Muy linda la meditación y el video. Feliz día a todos, ¿no?
Feliz
Jai
día,
Shri
gracias. Jai Shri Mata.